So TikTok isn't the only thing that's gone or going away. DC Universe is officially gone, or at least it's being restructured. It's not going to be the same thing as it was before. They're going from DC Universe to DC Universe Infinite. So basically all of our predictions and concerns and thoughts about DC Universe over the past few months since the announcement of HBO Max is now seeming to come to fruition. So they're taking all the HBO Max stuff and they're put the DC Universe stuff and they're putting it on HBO Max. Stargirl, all the Titans, Young Justice, all the shows, all the movies, and all that stuff that was on DC Universe is going on HBO Max. So let's get into that. We'll talk about it. We'll talk a little bit more about it. So let's read the article. Make sure if you're new to the channel to subscribe if you want more information on DC news, any movie news, any comic book news. This is the place to be. This is the place to be. Okay, let's go. Let's talk about it. All right, here we go. The actual article is here. The DC Universe puts it here, but Discussing Film on Twitter did a really good job at actually just organizing the main points. So we're just gonna look at that a little bit, and we're just gonna talk about the main point. So DC Universe will become DC Universe Infinite, which I said, an ultimate comic book subscription service, January 21st, 2021. I don't know how many of you guys actually used DC Universe. I still am a DC Universe subscriber. I actually liked the app. I thought it was cool. I used it. I watched it. I watched all the shows on there, at least the shows that I watched that I like to watch. I watched it on there, watched Harley Quinn on there, and so on and so forth. But adding HBO Max, I actually think I will be canceling my DC Universe subscription just because the comic books, most of the comic books that I actually want to read, I have a Comixology subscription, and I can either borrow it or I can just pay it for a discounted price. So if there's a new comic book that comes out on Wednesday and it's like normally $3.99 or something, I can get it for like $2.99 or like save $1 or something, you know? So if I really want to read a comic book, I can just either subscribe to that comic book that I want, I'll just pay for it, whatever, and then that's that. So let's talk about this. So this transition includes 24,000 comic books at launch. Comics will debut on the service 6 months after the physical versions are released. Not a fan of that. Normally you would have to wait about a year. So for instance, the Naomi comic book from Michael Bendis, when that got released, it was available for me to buy them, I think. So I just bought them for a discounted price and I read the volumes like that. Comixology, I think, has it available for you to borrow it now. But as soon as it came out, I just got it. The Vader comic books, just got it on there. Pull it up on my iPad, pull it up on my phone. I can just read it. The app is pretty good. But the whole idea of having to wait about a year, because I think before you had to wait about a year after it was released to get the comic book on the DC Universe app. So 6 months is really like, you know, it's not worth me paying $8 a month for. The only thing that might catch some of your opinion is the exclusive digital only content. So they're going to be doing like some exclusive DC Universe Infinite comic books that are just exclusive to DC Universe Infinite. So if that's something that this is a mouthful, they should have just kept it as DC Universe. They didn't really have to change it to DC Universe Infinite. There's really no need. But yeah, if that's something that you guys are interested in, if you guys want to get the exclusive digital only stuff, then you guys can do that if that's something that you want. But they're going to be actually posting another thing too. Titans got renewed for season 3. Haven't finished Titans season 2. Some people are telling me to finish the season 2 reactions on the channel. I will get around to that at some point. Just really busy with the different shows right now. But Titans season 3, it's been renewed and it's coming to HBO Max. All the other shows are coming to HBO Max. When they said Doom Patrol was going on HBO Max, that's when I knew. From the minute that they announced that Doom Patrol was going on HBO Max, I'm like, that's it. That's it for DC Universe. The app is gone. And then Harley Quinn got renewed to go on HBO Max. HBO Max is still isn't in Europe, I believe. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. It's most likely, those shows are most likely going to go on Netflix later on. I don't know what's going to happen with the folks over in Europe unless they use like a VPN or something. I don't know how that's going to really work out for them, the folks overseas with the show, because I'm not entirely sure if DC Universe is available in Europe yet. I gotta actually look into that. Or if anybody, you guys in the chat or in the comments or are from Europe, let me know if DC Universe is available. But yeah, this is a big thing. A lot of people aren't affected by this. because they weren't using the app. And to be honest, I only I use the app to read some comics, some old comic books that were there that I couldn't find on Comixology that I needed to read. But to be honest, I only went on there when it was Stargirl, when Titans was airing, and to watch Harley Quinn. That's it. In Doom Patrol season 1. I didn't really use it for anything else. I never used the store. I never bought a thing from the store at all. So this doesn't really affect me. This doesn't hurt me in any way. I don't feel the slightest affected by this. It's cool that they're putting all the stuff on HBO Max. I'm an HBO Max subscriber, so that's kind of dope. My only issue is at least this app had a Fire Stick app and a Roku app. HBO Max still doesn't have a Fire Stick app. There's ways around it, but it still doesn't have a Fire Stick app, at least at the time of this video, at least to my knowledge, unless they announced something that I missed. I heard that they said that they're working on it, but that's about it. But yeah, man, HBO Max is getting all the new shows, man, and they're getting all the old ones too. The Stargirl and stuff is going to be available there in the near future. My whole thing too, this goes back to the whole Stargirl discussion. A lot of people are like, man, why they moved it to CW? They're lowering the budget. Honestly, man, they should have just moved it to HBO Max. The only reason I feel like that they moved it to CW so that they can integrate, have the set locations and be able to do crossovers when that time comes, so they can work with the writers for the crossovers. That's about it. But they should honestly just put Stargirl on HBO Max so that they can keep that budget pretty high. So we'll see what happens with this transition, man. You guys let me know your thoughts down below. DC Universe as we know it is officially coming to a close. We all kind of figured this was coming. Let me know, do you hate this? Are you still gonna be a DC Universe Infinite subscriber? Are you gonna stay there for the comic books, or were you just there for the shows? Let me know your thoughts down below, and we'll talk about this later, man. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Clockmaster out.